guys, it's Ariel, and I am here to share with you about Velata Convention. So this is the first ever Velata Convention that I went to. It was the second one that they've ever had, and I am so excited about the future of Velata and all the possibilities that each of us as Velata consultants has. So excited, in fact, that I thought I better do a video to tell you all about it. And crazily enough, I think this is the first ever Velata only video that I've done, which is really sad to say, but that's okay because it's not going to be the last. Convention was amazing. If you have a chance to go next year to Velata Convention, I strongly suggest you do for a couple reasons. Number one, it's smaller than Sensi Convention. Not to say that Sensi Convention or Reunion, Sensi Family Reunion, not to say that that's bad. It's a good in its own way, but the size of Velata Convention also is reminiscent of the early days of Sensi when it was this little bit smaller, more intimate group in that you really kind of get the chance to have one-on-one with home office staff and really feel their excitement and network with other Velata consultants who are just doing amazing things with their brand. So if you are a multi-brand consultant, I strongly suggest you hit up Sensi Family Reunion in Nashville this summer and Velata Convention. I'm not 100% positive if it's going to be in Meridian next year. They didn't say. But that's another reason why it's super cool to go to Velata Convention, because it's at the Sensi home office. It's at headquarters, you guys. And this place is just gorgeous. I'm sure you've seen some pictures online. The pictures don't even do it justice. It's absolutely amazing to see where the people who help us work our business work every single day. So we got to look into where they package our orders, see the warehouse. We didn't get a tour or anything like that, but we got to kind of see it. We got to see where consultant support is, where they're answering our questions. We get to eat in the employee cafeteria, which is amazing food, amazing. And you want to know what is super cool about that too? They cook with Velata rubs and make Velata cheesecakes and things like that. So it's just amazing that it's like a 5-star culinary experience, and they're using Velata products, which means they must be really, really good. So I strongly suggest you go to the home office if you can, and Velata Convention is one of the ways to do it. So we had a great time. I went with my mom, who's a Velata consultant, and my friend Valerie, who's a Velata consultant. And we learned so much. I can't even probably begin to encapsulate it into a little video here, but I'm going to try. One of the first things that I want to get across, if you are a Velata consultant, listen up. And if you aren't a Velata consultant, listen up, because you can still join Velata and get in on this amazing opportunity. I'm 100% convinced that Velata is going to be the next big thing, the next big direct sales company that's just going to, pretty soon it's going to tip, meaning pretty soon everybody's going to want to be a Velata consultant, and everybody's going to be signing up for it, and it's going to be huge, especially after hearing from Orville. He gave us a message on Friday, I think it was, of Reunion, from hearing from Orville, from hearing from Kevin, from hearing their analysis of the brand in comparison to the Sensi brand. It's doing all the right things to tip and to become huge. So, that being said, fast forward to maybe you tried Velata for a little bit and it didn't really do for you what you were hoping it would. I am one of the older Sensi consultants on the team, let's just say that. There's a couple of you who have rejoined who had signed up before me, but one of the older Sensi consultants, I'll say. And back in 2008, is that when I joined Sensi? Yeah, when I joined Sensi, it wasn't a household name. And it wasn't super easy to sell. And there was a lot of explaining that went along with it, a lot of kind of skeptical, not so sure what this is type feel. A lot of work went, more effort, I shouldn't say work, but a lot more effort went into trying to get the brand out there. Now, pretty much everybody knows what Scentsy is. You still find some people who don't, but the majority of the people do, which means that we can just easily, quickly, do refills for orders, do refills for light bulbs, share the new warmers, now share the new products, but it's a household name, okay? Velata, for most of us, when it launched 3 years ago, a lot of people expected it to maybe kick off at the same level that Scentsy was at that time. But it's not Scentsy. It's its own entity. And coming in, this company's only 3 years old, which is really young. And if you think about the fact that whole first year doesn't really even count, because it was mostly just Scentsy consultants who mostly signed up using the Warmer of the Month kit, who weren't really invested in the brand, weren't really pouring their heart and soul into it. Now, just 2 years later, we have consultants who are very dedicated, very innovative, very creative, all about Velata, and so there's big things happening with it just now, and it's only 2 years old. So if you aren't a Velata consultant, you can still get in, because I really think if you don't, you're going to be sorry. Especially after we tasted everything in this fall catalog. We got to go to the lake, and it's like a private lake, and they had every single every single dip mixed up, all the new dips that are in the new catalog, the new cheesecakes that are in the new catalog, and oh my gosh, there wasn't one thing that was bad. Everything was so good. And it's perfect for football season. It's perfect for ease. It's a good quality product that people can get on board with. So it's going to be big. And the kitchen systems are unique enough and specialized enough that it's set apart from department stores or any other brand. So if you're not signed up for Velata, really consider adding that to your account. If you are signed up for Velata, congratulations, you're in luck and on the way to really just adding to your business. If you're a Scentsy consultant, you are, I really think Velata can be just an amazing addition to our businesses to boost our PRV, to help us get over 2,000 PRV every single month, so we get that extra 5% bonus, right? Because that's really good. And some months with Scentsy are slower. Sometimes in the summer months, people aren't really, they have their windows open and they're not really using their warmers like they use them in the winter. I use my warmer all summer long, and there are a lot of people like that out there, but not everybody. So we kind of tend to see sales go down in the summer, and that's a perfect opportunity to introduce Velata, because people are entertaining, they're having their friends over, and looking for fun, creative ways to spend time with their children, and our appliances definitely lend to family-friendly kitchen time. But have no fear, because summer's over and fall is here, and the new fall catalog for Velata lends also perfectly to things like football games and PTA meetings and birthday parties and birthday treats and things like that, all the things that happen throughout the fall and the school year, in addition to Christmas presents and, all of that good stuff. So it's still super hot selling season for Velata, but I'm just saying, if you're also a Scentsy consultant, adding Velata is a good way to stabilize your PRV for the whole entire year and create more income for yourself as you expand to a new customer base that maybe Scentsy isn't for them, but Velata is. So I love the opportunities with it. Can it be a bit tricky to juggle both brands? I will say, from personal experience, yes, it can be tricky to juggle both brands. Is it totally possible? Absolutely. With some planning, some time management, some list making, some help from either your sponsor or myself, and it's totally possible. Absolutely. So don't worry about that either. Okay, so now I've just talked all about Velata and how exciting it is, and I haven't touched on anything we learned at convention. There you have it. It's gonna be a long video, guys. So I just I just feel like there's so many possibilities with Velata, and we have 3 new starter kits now, so it's a great time for you to share the opportunity. If you don't personally feel like adding Velata to your plate, you can recruit Velata-only consultants as a Scentsy consultant. So there are 3 kit options. One of them includes the Fun Fondue Warmer and chocolates and cheeses and meltables. One of them includes our crepe maker with crepe mix and syrups. One of them includes the raclette with rub. So there's 3 really different types of businesses that you maybe want to start and then add in later. So that lends for a great recruiting tool to reach out to customers who maybe were thinking about joining but were maybe a little bit hesitant because they weren't too interested in the fondue warmers, they were interested in the crepe maker. So that gives us a great reason to reach out to our customers. I have success leads to excitement. Surround yourself with positive people. Oh boy, the full circle exchange. Here comes Elliot creeping in. He always does this. Hi, Elliot.
I don't mean to interrupt. Just that Dad called you.
Oh, Dad called me? Okay. That sounds great. I will call him right back. Thank you.
I don't mean to interrupt.
Oh, you're totally fine. You want to say hi to a lot of people?
Wait, what's the thingy?
Right here.
Dadu.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay, so the Full Circle Exchange is a nonprofit organization that Velata is partnering with, this catalog season. And it's an amazing organization that you should definitely look into more. But basically, they're providing jobs to women all over the world who live in marginal conditions. So, refugees or survivors of domestic violence and abuse, and women who otherwise don't have a chance to create income for their families. So I love it because instead of just a handout, it's a job. It's giving these women a job, giving them skills to make a living and a life for their families and create a better world for themselves. So it's an amazing organization. We were able to meet some of the women who are a part of Full Circle Exchange and hear from the the founder of the organization, and it's just really inspiring. So the aprons are so cute. I absolutely love the apron. I would have bought the Gifts of Goodness pack just to get the apron, but we got one at Velata Convention because Scentsy and Velata are awesome, and they give giveaways, and we also got these exclusive pot holders and oven mitts, so try not to be too jealous. I'll try not to make you too jealous, but you should go to convention next year because it's amazing. So you get to hear their little story about it on the apron. You get this like kit to send them cards with the Gift of Goodness bundle that's at the bottom of the box. So in the Gift of Goodness bundle, you get the apron, the cards to make and send, a box of cheesecake, and a syrup for, I believe it's $50 or $55. So $8 of it goes directly to Full Circle Exchange to help with their program. So it's an amazing cause. It's something that we should definitely be sharing at parties, definitely be sharing at Facebook, definitely rallying behind and helping to raise money to support this organization. Our partnership with them alone gave jobs to 300 women in India. It's just amazing. 300 women on the other side of the world were able to earn money for their families, get an amazing feeling of self-worth that they would have never been able to experience otherwise. So that is something to be absolutely proud of. But I'm going to stop right here. I'm going to pause, and there's going to be a part 2 that's going to talk more about what we learned at Velata Convention. I just don't want my recording to skip out, and so I'm going to stop right here, but check back for part 2.